to my fourth YouTube guitar lesson. Today I'm going to talk about economy picking. And this first lick I want to show you is something that I picked up from Frank Gambale. It's just a straight major scale up and down, done with Frank Gambale's style of economy picking, which is going to take 1/3 less effort than if you did this with strict alternate picking. So here's the lick. Alright, so what's going on here is instead of alternately picking up the scale, whenever we get to a place where we traverse adjacent strings, we're going to continue picking in the same direction. So if we're going to play 3 notes on the first string, although you could play 1 note, it's just that it's an odd number of notes allows you to end on the same, stroke that you started on. In the case of 1 note, it's by default. But in this case, we're going to do 3 notes, and we're going to go down, up, down, and then when we traverse to the next string, we're going to do another downstroke in one fluid motion as we would if we were sweep picking, and that looks like this. Okay, and we're just going to continue that idea all the way up the pattern. And the pattern is simply this: on the first 2 strings, the low E and the A string, you're going to play 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9 on both strings. Okay, then on the next 2 strings, the D and the G string, you're going to play 6, 7, 9, and then 6, 7, 9 again. Okay, and then on the B string, we're going to play 7, 9, 10. Then on the high E string, we're just going to play 7 and 9. Okay, because whenever you turn this around, you have to play an even number of notes, whether it be 2 or 4 notes. So on this string we're going to do 2 notes, and that leaves us on another upstroke so that we can continue the idea back down the pattern, back to the B string on the 10th fret. So it's you just do these 2 notes, 7, 9, and you economy pick back down to your B string on the 10th fret. So then we're going to have up, down, up on the B string, and then the same patterns again going back down until we get to the low E string, and on that string we're going to play 1 extra note, which is the the 8th fret, and the 8th fret actually turns out to be the minor 3rd. So since we're playing a major scale, that turns this major scale into something called a bebop major scale. So on that string we're going to play 4 notes, which also gives us that turnaround thing where we're going to land on a downstroke again, so that we can start the pattern over, and it's a seamless kind of thing, just like the very first lick that I showed you in the first video. Okay, so that's that idea. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is a variation on that idea, but this is like a lick that I actually got from Paul GIlbert, but Paul GIlbert alternate picks it, and for some reason, I don't know why, I can just do this lick a lot faster and easier with economy picking, I guess because it's more economical and it just works better in this particular instance for me. Alright, and let me tell you what's going on here. We're doing a pattern that's slightly different than what we normally would when we're ascending a scale. If we number the finger 1, 2, 3, normally you would ascend the scale 1, 2, 3. Well, in this case, on each string we're going to go 1, 3, 2. And on the A string, what that's going to mean in this A major scale, the same scale we used for the last lick, is that we're going to start on the 5th fret, and then we're going to go straight to the 9th fret, and then back to the 7th fret. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing again on the A string. And notice the way I pick between the strings is the economy picking, because we're still doing 3 notes per string, which allows us to end on a downstroke, continue downstroke smoothly to the next string. Okay, and then on the next two strings, we're going to do the 6-9-7 pattern. On both strings, same pattern. Okay, and then on the next two strings, we're going to do the 7-10-9 pattern. Okay, so that's all there is to it.